Welcome back to Explaining Everything, the channel where we uncover the weird, wild, and downright creepy mysteries of everyday life. Today's question comes from one of our curious viewers, Lucas Miller Thoughts. Thanks for the suggestion, Lucas Miller. You asked, why do we get nightmares? If you've ever woken up sweating after dreaming about being chased by a giant talking banana, or worse, showing up to school in your underwear, then congratulations. Your brain loves tormenting you in your sleep. But why does it do this? Is there a secret horror movie director living in our subconscious? Let's break it down right here on Explaining Everything. All right, first, let's talk about what's happening when we sleep. Our brain doesn't just clock out for the night. It goes through different sleep stages, including REM sleep, the phase where most dreaming happens. During this time, brain activity becomes almost as intense as when we're awake, leading to vivid dreams that can feel incredibly real. Scientists believe this stage is crucial for cognitive function, learning, and even problem solving. Think of REM sleep like your brain's movie night. This is where it sorts through memories, processes, emotions, and sometimes decides to traumatize you with a nightmare. Some experts suggest that nightmares help us prepare for real-life dangers by simulating threats in a safe environment. Others believe they're simply a side effect of an overactive imagination mixed with unresolved stress. So, why do some dreams take a sharp left turn into Horrorville? There are a few reasons. Stress and anxiety. Your brain likes to take your real-life worries and turn them into a chaotic horror film. Thanks, brain. Trauma. People who've experienced scary or stressful events may have nightmares as a way for the brain to process trauma. Spicy food before bed. No, eating heavy or spicy foods can mess with your digestion and cause more vivid dreams. Ghost pepper wings equals ghost-filled dreams. Sleep disorders. Conditions like sleep apnea can trigger frequent nightmares. Overactive imagination. If you binge horror movies or read creepy stories before bed, your brain might decide to turn your dreams into a sequel. Sweet dreams? More like a psychological thriller. Just because sometimes your brain just does whatever it wants. No explanation is needed. Now, you might be wondering, what's the difference between nightmares and night terrors? Well, it's like comparing a bad dream to a full-blown panic attack. Nightmares happen in REM sleep. You remember them, and they're creepy but manageable. Night terrors happen in deep sleep. You don't remember them, and they involve screaming, thrashing, and possibly scaring the entire household. Nightmares are like a spooky movie, while night terrors are like someone set your fight or flight response on fire while you were asleep. Okay, so now that we know why nightmares happen, let's talk about how to stop them. Reduce stress, meditation, deep breathing, or, I don't know, not watching horror movies before bed? Just a thought. Better sleep habits, consistent sleep schedule, no caffeine late at night, and a dark, cozy sleep space. Lucid dreaming. Some people train themselves to realize they're dreaming and take control. Imagine turning your nightmare monster into a pet unicorn. Power move. Write them down. Weirdly enough, Writing down your nightmares can help your brain process them and move on. Now, let's talk about some of the weirdest nightmares people have reported. Ever had your teeth fall out in a dream? That's super common. It's often linked to stress or fear of losing control. Another classic? Being chased, whether it's by a monster, a shadowy figure, or your high school math teacher. It usually symbolizes running away from a real-life issue. Oh, and let's not forget the dream where you suddenly forget how to move. Yep, sleep paralysis can sneak into nightmares, making it feel like you're stuck in a horror movie but can't scream for help. Believe it or not, nightmares aren't just here to ruin your night. Some researchers believe they serve a purpose. Nightmares may help us process emotions and prepare for real-life threats, kind of like a mental rehearsal for scary situations. So technically, if you dream about being chased by zombies, your brain might just be training you for the next apocalypse. Nightmares have shaped some of the most famous stories in history. Mary Shelley's Frankenstein? That came from a nightmare. The classic horror movie A Nightmare on Elm Street, inspired by real-life night terror cases. Some of the world's greatest art, books, and movies were born from people waking up in a cold sweat muttering, "I need to write this down." So next time you wake up from a terrifying dream, just think you might be sitting on the next big horror franchise. And if that doesn't make you feel better, at least be thankful your nightmares don't last as long as some horror movie franchises. Yes, we're looking at you, Friday the 13th. So, what have we learned today? 1. Our brains are dramatic. 2. Stress, spicy food, and horror movies are nightmare fuels. And 3. If your brain ever decides to make you relive middle school embarrassment in your sleep, well, at least it's free entertainment. What's the weirdest nightmare you have ever had? Drop it in the comments so we can all collectively suffer together. Stay safe, sleep well, and may your dreams be filled with puppies instead of shadowy figures chasing you. See you next time. If you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe. Also, if you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. Thank you for tuning in, and join us next time here in the channel that answers all the why, what, who, where, and how questions you've always wondered about, here on Explaining Everything.